What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another World Cup watch-along. And this time it is England in the knockout stages. Their chance to go head-to-head with the African champion Senegal. This is where the pressure kicks in, people. This won't be no easy game, I tell you that much. We could be in for a long night. Wouldn't even be surprised if this goes to extra time. And beyond. Big up everyone tuned in. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Big up the whole C unit tuned in on YouTube and Twitch, people. Hope everyone is well. Big up Mark in the chat. Big up to you. Woo Gunner. Hey, big up Wu-Tang Settings, man. Come on, you Lions. Thoughts on Gabriel Jesus? I mean, listen. I did 2 short videos yesterday about it. But it turns out today, it sounds like it's worse than we first thought. They were saying potentially 3 to 4 weeks. Sounds like it could be 3 months. All I'm saying, Stan's got to get the checkbook out because that is what you call a crisis. But I don't even want to talk about it too much for now, but it's going to be difficult not to talk about it. But let's see, people. Kylian Mbappe masterclass earlier on. I was out and about with the family today and didn't do the stream for that one. But what a performance. Are we looking at now the best player in the world? I'm not just saying it now. Anybody who watches this on a regular basis, I think he's better than Haaland. I think he has far more to his game. He didn't actually even have the best of games today, but he's a constant threat. And he put his 2 chances away. Top goal scorer in the World Cup, 23 years of age. I just think he's an unbelievable player. And I think, listen, a lot of us, including myself, we were almost quite dismissive of the French, you know. I think a lot of people looked at France and thought, you know, no Pogba, no Kante, no Benzema. They won't win this. Everybody was sort of Brazil, Argentina. I look at France right now. I think they've probably been the best team in this competition so far. Just my opinion. Olivier Giroud's hold-up play has been exceptional. Mbappe scoring goals. They look decent. And obviously the winner of tonight's game plays France next Saturday in the quarter-final. Can England handle France? As good as France have looked, I do think you can get at their back 4. And their 2 midfielders are not world beaters. But Olivier Giroud's hold-up play, you know, we could do with him at Arsenal right now, people. That is for sure. And Giroud has outscored Thierry Henry for France. Although a lot more games, apparently. But yeah, big up to Olivier Giroud. Anthony Nasiwa for Southgate and the boys tonight. Actually surprised he dropped Rashford. Big up Big C and all the C unit. I'm really surprised that Rashford has been dropped. Now, I just want to say shout out to Raheem Sterling. Obviously, it's come out that Sterling is having family issues and he's not involved in the England squad tonight. I'm not sure whether he's going to be flying back to England. Obviously, Ben White left the England squad. He'll be out for the whole tournament. But Raheem Sterling is not in the squad. He has family issues as well. So, obviously, Ben White and Raheem Sterling, hopefully everything is all right with their families. Obviously, it doesn't sound great. Curtis, you're going to make a lot of money after Mbappe Golden Boot and Brazil win. Hey, Liam, you got a good memory, you know. I put a bet on at the start of the tournament, a double. Kylian Mbappe wins the Golden Boot. Brazil win the World Cup. I think Mbappe Golden Boot is pretty much... That one looks like it's in the bag. Brazil to win the whole tournament, I'm not sure. But they do have a good run to the semi-final. So we'll have to see how that one goes. Would you take Giroud back? I would. Beggars can't be choosers, people. You know, we've been talking about strikers a lot with Arsenal. Beggars can't be choosers. Memphis Depay, I'll take him. Wilfried Zaha, I'll take him. There's other players as well, you know. Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm just throwing it out there. Don't shoot the messenger. Anyway, let's get into the starting lineups, people. Going to be an interesting game. And I think a difficult game for England. Let's get into the England lineup. So they made a couple of changes from the last game. When they beat... who did they actually beat? Wales comfortably. Rashford scored 2. Got man of the match, but he doesn't make the starting 11. Pickford in goal. Kyle Walker and Luke Shaw at fullback. Stones and Maguire at centre-back. Kyle Walker and Luke Shaw, I think he's made the right choice. I said after the first game or two, no disrespect, Kieran Trippier's had a good tournament and he's had a good season for Newcastle. But the left wingers, once you get into the knockout stage, I don't think he's good enough. You look at Mbappe today, I don't think Trippier can handle that. I don't think he handles Vinicius. And listen, Kyle Walker could get ripped apart by those two as well. But I think he's got a better chance of handling those two than Trippier. So Walker's in. He's stuck with this Henderson and Declan Rice midfield pivot. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. He played Bellingham and Rice in the pivot. But people were saying, especially in Germany with Dortmund, that you don't want Bellingham in a midfield pivot where he has to do a lot of defensive work. Free him up. He's playing in the 10 role where he played against Wales, did really well. So he's gone for Henderson and Rice. Definitely not full of flair, but probably gives that defence what it needs. I mean, Jay saying the Chuckle Brothers. I think personally, if you're Harry Maguire or John Stones, you would love to see Henderson and Rice in front of you because they're not going to go forward that much. They're going to sit, they're going to protect, but they're not glamorous. You're not going to turn on your TV to watch Henderson and Rice. So Bellingham plays in the 10 role. Bukayo Saka on the right, Phil Foden on the left, and Harold Kane up front. Harry Kane, of course, not one goal in this tournament so far. And I'm sure when he's seeing, Mbappe, 5 goals, 2 assists, that golden boot, I think, has pretty much disappeared from him. But you never know. He could get a hat-trick tonight. Anything can happen. So an interesting lineup. So Bellingham in the 10, Foden on the left, Saka on the right, Harry Kane up front, Henderson and Rice in that midfield pivot. Walker, Shaw, Stones, Maguire and Pickford in goal. Kiko said, we need Ronaldo now that Jesus is out for 3 months. It's definitely a discussion that we're going to have to debate. Would you take him now? Would you take him? Times are hard right now. And Ivan Toney, he's going to get banned for betting. I looked at Memphis Depay the other day. Thought he looked good for Holland for 5 million. I would take him. Look, Southern Guna, bro, that 6-month Ronaldo ain't looking that bad. Bro, I'm telling you. I'm telling you now. Beggars can't be choosers. We're in December, so in reality, January, February, March. You're not seeing him till March. Terence says, no, thanks. All right, cool. We'll leave it. Give me your alternative. I want to hear alternatives. Memphis Depay for 5 mil, 18 months, all day long for me. Ivan Toney's getting done for betting. Khalid, honestly, Morata is worse than Ronaldo for me. I'd rather sign Ronaldo than Morata. Honestly, I would not touch Morata with a barge pole. We need Zaha. Beggars can be choosers. All right, fair enough. Depay, yeah, listen, I'd take Depay. Depay, Zaha for me are the two I would look at. Let's look at the Senegal lineup. Let's have a look at the Senegal lineup. Edward Mendy in goal. Koulibaly, top quality player, Koulibaly. Mendy, a good keeper. Diallo, Jacobs, Sabali, Mendy, Cease, Diata, Ismail Assar, who I think is probably their most dangerous attacking player. He's caused Arsenal problems over the years. NDI and Dia. Obviously, listen, if Sadio Mane was playing this game, obviously he's their best player, along with Koulibaly. I would genuinely say Arsenal are going to struggle. England are going to struggle. I still think they'll cause problems, but I just think England will have enough to win this game, but I think it will be difficult. Mitrovic, problem with Mitrovic, listen, he's Fulham's best player. In January, what are they going to say? What are they going to ask for? He's had a good World Cup for Serbia. They're going to say 40, 50 million. Why would they sell the best player to us? So I don't see Arsenal dropping 40, 50 million on a striker in January. I know this is an England-Senegal watch-along, and I will concentrate on that, but I'm just putting it out there. Arsenal are not in a position where I think they're going to spend big money. You got to remember they're giving Nketiah big wages. So whether we rate him or not, and I don't rate him, this manager's not just going to want to dismiss him. And also, Jesus will be back in 3 months. He's not just going to want to bench him and have him in the same position as Manchester City. So I think Depay, and people saying Gakpo's costing you 50 million. 4-year deal, good World Cup. 50 million to get him. 50 million on Gakpo or 5 million on Memphis Depay. It's a no-brainer. You go and get Memphis Depay for me. I think he's had a good tournament. Michi Batshuayi, listen, honestly, no joke, I would rather play Eddie Nketiah. I would rather play Eddie. Just the embarrassment of signing him. I'd rather play Eddie. And you know I don't rate Eddie, so that tells you a lot. That tells you a lot. Now, this one for me, this would be the cheap alternative if Arsenal don't want to spend any money, and I would do that. Move Martinelli to 9 and put ESR on the left. The problem is, how long until ESR is fully fit? That's the problem. I know he is travelling to Dubai with the squad. They travelled this morning, actually. So obviously we'll be back to Arsenal business this week as well. Is Tony getting a ban? He's going to get banned if he's found guilty. Big C, I think Arsenal might try to get Dench Gang Frimpong. Hey, listen, times aren't that hard. Take Zaha and play Gabriel all day long. Imagine Zaha, Martinelli and Saka as a front three. I'll take that all day long. Move Martinelli central. CP said CR7 cannot press. Why are you wanting to change our whole style for a Finnish player? 24 goals in all competition last season. I wouldn't say finished. I hear what you're saying, though. He definitely doesn't press well. We'd have to change our style. Anyway, let's focus on England against Senegal. Big game. Give me a score predictions in the comments. We are underway, people. I'm going for 2-1 to England. I think it will be tight. I think the pace of Senegal will trouble England. But I think England will win this game and go on and play France next Saturday. But at the same time, anything can happen. This is knockout football. Big up Cecil, man. That was brilliant, that picture. He's over there in America, walked into a restaurant, and the Kroenkes and Arteta and Edu were in there. What are the chances? And he got a picture of them. So big up, man. Listen, great to see people breaking down those boundaries. And yeah, man, big shout out to man like Cecil G, a.k.a. Eddie Militao. Cormac said 3-1 England. PG said 2-2 Mob Squad 1-1. NR11 Senegal. Cecil Militao. Do you think Martinelli's future is in the 9? I think he can definitely become a striker. Said it for a long time. Omar said 2-1 England. Ben said bring Zlatan to the carpet. Is he still injured at the moment? Bakalu said 3-0 England. Abby says 2-1 Senegal. Marcin said 3-1 England. Franklin agrees with me, 2-1 to England. Alvin says 2-0 England. Harrison says 2-1. Ball's gone out for a throw in there. Christian said, what's up, Curtis? Poland had to be the worst team I've seen in the tournament. Boring as hell. Difficult for them, innit? Difficult, you know. They've had some tough games, but didn't. I think when you got Lewandowski up front, you might as well try and play attacking and concede the fact that you may concede, but with him you can score. I felt they were too defensive. How Beast, what, Sir Big C? What's your take on Jamie O'Hara underestimating Senegal? It's arrogance of the highest order. And it's what TalkSport is a lot of the time, I'm afraid. The same thing they complain about on radio, they do all the time. Totally disrespectful. They're the African champions. This ain't no walk in the park. England win it by penalties. Could you imagine if that was Turkish in the picture with the Kroenkes? That would have been epic, I can't lie. Is Ashley Cole the best left-back you've seen? I would say defensively, yes. Not going forward. I think Carlos, Roberto Carlos, Marcelo, those guys were better. I think defensively, probably him and Maldini. But Maldini, of course, played centre-back a lot of the time as well. Can't stand O'Hara. Big up Cairo TV. Hey, it's 3 a.m. now. I'm awake to support your country. Hey, big up, man. Here come England. Jordan Henderson. A bit of a surprise inclusion. Southgate reverting to type. Likes to see defensive-minded midfielders. You know how it is, people. It was Phillips and Declan Rice in the Euros. He's gone with Henderson this time. Harry Kane without a goal. Here come England. First half chance. Henderson plays a poor pass there to Foden. Overhits it. Oh, Bixenti Lizarazu. What a player he was, by the way. Top quality player. Would you swap Vinicius for Martinelli? See, Jarman, why you got to do this? Why are you putting me under that kind of pressure? I'm going to cap and say no. I'm capping. No, I wouldn't swap him. Right now, Vinicius is better than him. Let's be real, but I'm sticking with Gabby, but I'm capping. Listen, you never know. Do you know the reason I wouldn't, right? Vinny's better than Martinelli. Let me not even cap. He's better. But you just don't know with circumstances. Vinny could come to England and struggle. Well, you know, these men don't know about playing in winter in England. You know how cold it is right now in England? Yeah, cap unit. It's pure cap. Here comes Senegal into the penalty area. Oh, as a heavy touch and Pickford collects. First bit of danger there. Oh dear, man saying put me on timeout. Listen, I'm not saying for a second. Vinny's better than Martinelli. There's no doubt. But I'm just gonna cap and stick with Martinelli because you don't know how good Vinicius would be in England. We just don't know. There's a reason a lot of these players don't come to England. They don't want nothing to do with the cold weather and no winter break and the physicality. You know, these men ain't played at Burnley away on a Tuesday night. I know Burnley are out the Prem now, but you get my drift, people. Curtis, I won't lie, I would take a Boubacar. Listen, that's the kind of signing we might have to get for 6 months. Arsenal are going to have to be intelligent. We need a striker. We either need a striker or we need a winger to move Martinelli up front. Simple as that. Tell you one thing, I'm almost watching these... all right, Miles, I'll stop. I apologise. I can't lie, people. You know now that Jesus has got injured, right? I'm watching this World Cup, like... I'm squinting when I'm watching this World Cup. I'm just like... Please, man, can you just get through this tournament now? Can you imagine if we get another big player injured? Like, all of a sudden, a few days ago, I was like, listen, man, if Arsenal go big in the transfer window, we can challenge Man City. We can win the league. I saw Gabriel Jesus could be out for 3 months. I was like, just give me fourth. Just give me fourth. Just get Champions League football at the carpet next year. All my title hopes have gone out the window. It's like, you're right-ish. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I'm like, just give me fourth. I'll take it. Beggars can't be choosers, man. I would have took fourth at the start of the season. Don't worry about the title. You know what I mean? Just give me fourth. Now, listen, I want us to be ambitious, but I just don't trust the board to go for it. I'm sorry, I don't. I think we'll penny pinch. I think we'll do TK Maxx. So, anyway, let's see. Divock Origi on loan. Would Milan let him go? Jesus doesn't score anyway. But he is influential in the way we play. Let's be honest. He's had a big influence. Maybe without the goals even. Free kick to England. About 40 yards out. Bellingham gets fouled. False manager. I thought it was 3 weeks. Now it's 3 months. We are done. It's get top 4 set. Bro, I'm telling you. It's apparently they're saying now they think he's going to need an operation. At the start, they said 3 weeks. And he's going to stay in Qatar and watch the rest of the tournament. So I'm thinking, cool. This morning, he's flying back to London and apparently he needs an operation. He's out for 3 months. Done ligament damage to his knee, apparently. Nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Would you take Giroud back for 6 months? I would, but he wouldn't come back. I think he starts most of the time for Milan. Eddie up front, we're finished, says Musa. Long ball by Walker. Good ball. Declan Rice at the back post. Volleyed in. Oh, it's up in the air and Senegal clear it. Foden. Little flick into Kane on the half turn. Tries a back heel. Gives it away. We are a Partey injury away from season over. Bro, you ain't lying, you know. Omar, you're not lying. I'm sorry. And I know that sound... I don't want to sound defeatist. I really don't, right? We're top of the league. 5 points clear. But Partey comes out, it's a wrap. El Neni Xhaka, midfield with Eddie up top. Gee, I'm telling you now, Cecil, if you're still over there with them, man, tell him to leave the restaurant. Say, Stan, listen, I think you should leave. He's going to be like, why? I say, listen, you can't be buying steak. Yeah, we need a striker. Inflation is real. You can't be spending money on food. Go and get us some players. Remember when we used to have them debates and people say, oh, Curtis, you're capping for Wilfried Zaha. You give me Zaha left wing right now, Martinelli central, Saka on the right. I still think we're cooking. I can't lie. Cecil's doing some work in America for the World Cup, so fair play to him, man. He was in LA and he ran into them, man, in a restaurant, man. Imagine that. Big him up, though. Rabiot looks good. I'd take him all day long. Apparently, he's starting every week for Juve, so... Roy Keane on Senegal's vibrant support. It's very annoying. It's getting on my nerves. I saw him say it, man. You know Roy Keane, man. He plays on that image now, don't he? Do you believe now it's even harder to get a striker of Jesus quality in January? Squad depth is the issue. Same with United. Do you know the difference, though, Chris, with United and Arsenal? As England come on the attack, I will get back to you. Jude Bellingham whips in with his left foot. Mendy flicks it away. Goes away from Saka, runs across the penalty area. Saka keeps it in at the back post, and England end up all the way back on the halfway line. Chris, I'll tell you the difference. If Man United buy a striker now, United can offer him first-team football, in my opinion, because Ronaldo's gone. There's space there. They need a new number 9. The ball's popped, I think. They've got to change the ball. Koulibaly there and Bellingham mashing up the ball in that tackle. So United could go to a striker and say, listen, Ronaldo's gone. Rashford plays on the left. Martial's always injured. Go and play number 9 for Man United. People will still want to make that move. The problem with Arsenal, a striker's going to go, well, are you signing me to just fill a gap until Gabriel Jesus comes back? Or am I actually going to be able to become the first team striker? This is the problem. How much money are Arsenal going to want to spend on that? For me, I think Arsenal will look for a winger. I don't think Arsenal will look for a striker. I think we'll look for a winger. And I think we will... Oh, I hate to say it, and it pains me to say it. I think he's going to go with Eddie. I'm telling you now. I'm trying to think in the mind of Mikel Arteta. I think he'll go for a winger, and I think he'll play Eddie. And that, for me, is just a nightmare. Steve said, clean off the sofa. I sense a few therapy sessions. I couldn't wait for Arsenal to come back. Now I'm happy to, watch more World Cup action. I can see meltdowns coming around the corner. Scotty, thank you for the super chat, bro. Said Chelsea fan, but enjoy listening to your stream. I appreciate that, bro. Rivalries aside, I always say, I want this to be an open football channel for whoever you support, E. Ross said, I love watching Micah Richards winding him up. I have to admit, right, I think that Micah Richards and Roy Keane is comedy gold. I really do. I think, he brings out a fun side of Roy Keane, and it is funny to watch, to be fair. It is good. Omar, you're right. Listen, and I'm included in that. I banter Eddie and Nketiah a lot, and, sometimes some people say I'm a little bit unfair, but we got no choice. We got to support the guy. If he can come in for 6-7 games and hold it down for us, I suppose the one positive we can look at, right? And I know I'm going way off topic here. It was always going to happen. We're mainly Arsenal community. This game's a bit of a snore fest. The one thing we can look at is that Gabby Jesus is not scoring goals at the moment, right? He hasn't been scoring. So it's not like we're looking at Eddie and going, well, Jesus can't stop scoring and you're going to come in and not score. It's like, we just need you to hunt people down, hassle, link up play, maybe chip in with a few goals. He might be able to do something similar to what Gabriel Jesus has been producing. That's the only potential positive. But I have to admit, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. The Kroenkes need to spend. Harry Kane whips it in, goes all the way across the area, goes out for a throw-in at the back post. Coming to America therapy. Can we not play Martinelli up front? That's the short-term solution for me. The problem we're going to have is window doesn't open for about, I think, 2 games before the window opens. Number one, Arsenal don't usually get their business done too quick. And second of all, what do you do for those first 2 games? That's the problem. Asked this yesterday, have you watched the FIFA? No, I haven't watched that, A few people were messaging me about that. Is there a few things in there worth watching, Mark? I'll have a look. From Messi to Eddie. Let the World Cup last forever. Oh, my days. I enjoyed the Messi show yesterday, but might be getting messy at Arsenal. I ain't talking about Lionel. Brandon said we finished top 4 settings. Please, can the World Cup go until February? For now, we have to trust Eddie. We got no choice. Trust the process, people. Trust the process. It's Saka, right-hand side, gets shoulder barged. Ball goes out for a goal kick. I need the charge again. England a bit of a snore fest. Senegal playing very physical. Ivan, I don't think I'm trusting it, but we ain't got no choice. We ain't got no choice. We're top of the league anyway. So, We need another "Are you fit, bruv?" Big C to ESR, bro. And you know the worst thing? That was in July, and the brother said, I said, "Are you fit, bruv?" He said, "Yeah, man. Man, I haven't played all season." Nah, bruv. Nah, I'll catch up with him soon. ESR, he told me he was fit. No, we don't want ESR false 9. I remember that. Pickford, oh my days, he got pressed there and managed to clear it. England have not started off great, not moving the ball well. Senegal making it hard for them. Ben said, "I'm recalling Balogun." I don't think that's the answer. I've got to be honest. I know what you're saying, Ben, and there is a case for it. You could argue he's having a far better season than Eddie, but I think you leave him to develop. I think he's having a good season. He's learning in France. And I think recalling Balogun lets the Kroenkes off the hook. And I don't think that's the way to do it. Oh, let's recall Balogun. Balogun's not enough. He's never really played in the Prem like that. He could come here and really struggle. And then we've harmed the development of our young player. I think letting him play 30, 40 games in France, top division over there, Arsenal need to go and sign somebody for me. We need a clinical striker. Clinical strikers are expensive. Are these men going to spend? Curtis trusting in Eddie is like trusting... There, Ivan. Omar said Kylian Mbappe has scored 250 goals in 360 games for club and country at the age of 23. I would say, right, I mean, I'm just trying to put things into context here. I would argue that Mbappe is one of the best 23-year-old players we've ever seen in this generation. I mean, yeah, Messi, Ronaldo. I don't know how old Neymar was when he went to Barca. He might have been around that age. But for a 23-year-old, his numbers are phenomenal. I think in this World Cup, I got to be honest, I was intrigued to see how he played in this World Cup. Because I don't actually think Mbappe has been great for PSG this year. I watched him a few times. His ego's been getting the better of him at times. But he's been amazing for France. I think he's that ego has dampened itself a little bit with the French team. It's like, listen, you're playing for your country, bro. This ain't PSG. You need to calm down with all that ego. He looks happier. He looks happier playing for France, and he looks better. And I think you're looking at the best player in the world at the moment in Kylian Mbappe. Top scorer in the World Cup at 23. You know, he could potentially have 2 World Cup winners' medals by 23. Maguire just got away with that. He was about to get outpaced. Stuck his leg out and nicked it. Mbappe's goals today are just brilliant. MO7 said, unpopular opinion, but if his pace is gone, he's limited. Bro, I mean, listen. We could say that about so many players. You know, it's like me saying if Haaland didn't have a good left foot, he'd be limited. If Messi's dribbling wasn't as good, he would be limited. He wouldn't be limited. But you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really make much difference. He does have the pace, and he knows how to use it. He's not, even though he's quick, he's not a pace merchant. He's not Theo Walcott. Theo Walcott was a pace merchant. Mbappe is very, very intelligent. Very intelligent as well. You know, and they double up on him all the time. All the time they double up on him. Look at his goals today. Chris said, Man United are a Casemiro and Rashford away from our season being finished. I mean, yeah, Casemiro, Man United's best midfielder, centrally anyway. And Rashford now, with Ronaldo going. Khalid said, if we don't breathe, we're limited. Yeah, if my uncle did have something, it'd be your aunt as well. Christian, you're right. It's a snooze fest so far. England struggling. Tucky said, Curtis, how much do you think Arsenal's momentum will be disrupted by the World Cup? If you asked me this 2 days ago, I would have said, I don't think that bad. Now Gabby Jesus is injured. I'm like, I think it's a major problem. Let's be real. I think we said a few weeks ago, probably Ramsdale, Saliba, Partey, Gabby Jesus are probably the 4 players that we really can't afford to be injured. You could throw the 2 wingers in as well, but with Smith Rowe fit, you could probably put up with Smith Rowe in place of Martinelli or Saka. We've lost one of the players we genuinely can't replace with the players that we've got. I like most of you have said, for me, I would play Smith Rowe on the left and put Martinelli up front. I wouldn't personally go with Eddie, but this manager loves Eddie Nketiah. I think he'll play him. The question for me is, do Arsenal sign a striker in January? Or like a lot of you have said, do they sign a winger and maybe put Martinelli through the middle? We spoke about it briefly at the start. For me, looking at finances and maybe not going and spending crazy money in January, Memphis Depay for 5 million. All day long I'm signing him. Wilfried Zaha, 20 million. Definitely would sign him. And listen, I know it's controversial and I know we've spoken about it a number of times, but Cristiano Ronaldo on a free. I'm not saying he should be top of the list. And yeah, he would change the way we play because it's high press, high energy, and he's a contradiction to that. But if you offered me him or Eddie Nketiah, you know, Suey. I know who I'm taking, people. Yeah? Beggars can't be choosers. I'd rather have him for 3 months. It's not no joke. You know, you play a different way. You get him to hold the ball up and you get your 2 wingers to do the running. But he wouldn't be top of my list. Genuinely, you know, go for Zaha, Depay for me. But if you get through that list and you're like, yo, we're quite far down this list and we haven't been able to get anyone, then yeah. Assassin said Depay is on 190 grand. Give him 18 months. Give him 18 months. You know what I mean? And then you're not stuck with him for too long. Truthton said Gakpo. Problem with Gakpo is he signed a 4-year deal. They wanted 35 to 40 in the summer. He signed a 4-year deal in the summer, so his price has gone up. He's had a good World Cup, so the price has gone up. So you're looking at £50 million for Gakpo. Ball whipped in, header there by John Stones, goes over the bar, goal kick. Gakpo will cost you 50, 60 million. I think Man U are in pole position to get him because Ten Hag's got the same agent as him. And I think they'll go for... I think he would go to United ahead of us. Harrison said Depay is saucy. He got sloppy at the end of yesterday's game. But he can... Listen, Depay's a baller, man. I don't care what anyone says. You don't go to Barcelona for no reason, you know. And he scored 20 goals in his last year at Lyon as well. Zaha and Mudryk said ish. As I said, with Mudryk, what I've seen of him on YouTube, he looks like a wavy baller. Watched him a couple of times, but I can't honestly say I've seen enough of him. Tucky said 100% agree, Curtis, on Ronaldo. Serial winner and goal scorer. Up until this Ten Hag stuff, he's never been a dressing room issue. What people have to understand, and this is my little case for Ronaldo. I'm not gonna cap too much for it because I don't think it's ideal, but I can't say I would totally turn it down. A week ago, we thought Jesus was fit. Signing Ronaldo to be a backup striker for Jesus is probably not a good option. You're now talking about 3 months with your first team striker being out. So you're actually telling Ronaldo, listen, until March, you're the number 1 striker, right? So mentally, he's number 1. And he's so arrogant, he's going to think in his head, listen, even when Gabby Jesus is fit, I'm going to keep him out of the team. I would just sign him until the end of the season. Ball whipped in. Senegal could be in. Oh, goes over the bar. They're appealing for handball. I think we're going to get a VAR check here, you know. I don't think it is handball, though. He was too close to him. Matteo saying, no, not interested, no. Fair enough. I tried to make a case. If I can't convince you, then we'll leave it. But people, look, man are saying Chris Wood. People are telling me no to Ronaldo. NR11, like, big up yourself. Man are telling me no to Ronaldo. All right, cool. I see your thought process. But please, people, let's not talk about Chris Wood and Tammy Abraham. But we're saying no to Ronaldo. I'm sorry. It's got to be a timeout. Christopher Wood. But man are telling me no to... Nah, man, behave, man. Behave. That's no penalty, man. No penalty given. Wasn't handball. Vlahovic on a cheap. You ain't getting him on the cheap. But Juventus are not going to sell him yet. He's been their best player. And I'm tempted to put him on timeout just for banter. You've told me no to Ronaldo, but said get Chris Wood. I mean, Baba Tunde, big up with a super chat, said, big up Big C. Can Eddie get into any of the top 7 teams? Why do some fans or Arteta think he's okay to lead a team at the top of the league? If you look at it like this, right? Man City got 2 strikers, Haaland and Alvarez, both better than Eddie. That's the team we're competing with, right, at the moment. You look at Liverpool, Darwin Núñez, Bobby Firmino, and Jota. Eddie's not as good as any of them three. So that's three strikers better than him at their club. You then go to Chelsea. Aubameyang's better than him, and Havertz, false nine, is probably better than him as well. Even though he's not great as a striker, I'd still say he's better. That's another team. Tottenham, Kane, they can move Son central. Both better than him. Who have I missed out? That's Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United. Rashford, Martial, both better than him. So the other top 6 clubs that we compete with, their strikers are all better than Eddie. Eddie doesn't even get on the bench for one of those teams. He doesn't get on the bench for one of them. That's the harsh reality. I know Ish saying this is an Eddie roasting. It's not, you know. It's facts. He does not get on the bench for any of the other 5 teams who we consider the top 6, big 6. Not even on the bench. Ahmed saying there's no way Martial is better than Eddie. Come on. Come on. Martial's levels above Eddie, man. Levels. And I think Martial's overrated. But he's better than Eddie. He don't go on the bench for any of them clubs. So, Chris said he wouldn't get in AFTV. Swapnil, come on. Anthony Martial, he's better than Eddie and Nketiah, man. Let's be real. Eddie doesn't start for any Prem team. I think we had this debate once. I looked through the league and said, does he start for any of them? Tucky said, might be time to go for Ivan Toney. It's the ban. The ban, no one's going to touch him. I genuinely believe that Ivan Toney was going to get picked for England ahead of Callum Wilson. England would have known that this betting thing was going off and they would have said, leave him. He's going to get banned. We don't want to pick a player that's going to get a ban. So Ivan Toney is a no-no, if we're being honest. Eddie was holding bench for a championship with Leeds. And that's facts. Eddie would bench Martial. Never. Never. Not for me. I don't particularly rate either one of them, but you take Anthony Martial over Eddie and Nketiah, man. Let's be real. He's got 30-odd caps for France. It costs 50-odd million. When he's on it, he's on it. He's just injured too much. Big up Yasser, man. I'm good. Hope you're good, bro. Hope everyone's good. Big up everyone tuned in. England delivering very little. Quite boring as usual. And the reason for me that England probably won't win this World Cup is they lack X Factor. They lack the spark. Everyone who watched that French game earlier, when Mbappe gets the ball, it's different. It feels different. I watch the game in a different way. When an England team, when they get the ball, I'm just like, okay, yeah, Kane, yeah, Henderson, yeah, England, yeah. When Mbappe gets the ball, I'm like, oh, something's going to happen. I'm on the edge of my seat. When Messi gets the ball, I'm like, oh, it's going wild. When I watch England, I'm just like, you're kind of going through the motions. And the thing is with England, I feel like, I don't know, I don't know. They don't find the way to get the best out of their play. I genuinely think Rashford should have played this game. I got to be honest. I know people think I cap for Rashford on here. But Rashford's quick, he's direct, he shoots, he tries things. I just think this England team's a bit too safe that they've picked. Stewie said Kane is knackered. What's he knackered for? I don't. Why would he be knackered? It's mid-season. We've had a relatively easy group. He's probably just stressed because he hasn't scored. Imagine if you're Harry Kane and Mbappe's doing all kinds of celebrations and 5 goals, top goal scorer, running away with a golden boot. I think Kane got top goal scorer in the last World Cup. I'm pretty sure Kane won the golden boot in 2018. He scored the hat-trick against Panama or something. I'm sure Kane got the golden boot. So his head's probably rolled off. He's thinking, my golden boot's disappeared already. And we've only just got out the group stage. 4 penalties. But yeah, fair play. Listen, I know a lot of people disregard penalties, man, but penalties they're not given. And when you're under pressure, Kane is slow and dull, put Rashford in. I mean, I thought he would have played with him, playing out wide, you know. Pep Teta said, Big C, I'm falling asleep with this match. Listen, the longer this game goes on, Senegal will be like, yeah, love this, 0-0, frustrating them. We'll hit them on the break at some stage. Look at El Hadj Diouf. Is he a coach or is he just there as an ambassador? Man like Hadj Diouf, you know. Yeah, the chat is flying. I'm going to have to slow the chat down a bit. Big up to everyone tuned in. Over 1,000 of you in it. Anthony said back to the R9 talk. You know, that's going to happen at some stage, innit? Definitely. Martial scored 4 goals, 3 assists, barely plays 90 minutes. Exactly, man. He's better than Eddie, man. Let's be real. Yeah, he looks big. He looks like he's put weight on El Hadjouf, man. And a Valencia on a short deal. I know he's had a good World Cup, Tucky, man, but not for me, man. Wouldn't you rather take Depay for 5 mil? I can't, nah, not Enna Valencia, man. Just a lost cause said Mbappe is comparable to R9. Like, at the stage of the career he's at, you can have a conversation. He's not better than him. He's just not better than him. But his trajectory, if he continues to get better, you might be looking at him in 10 years and saying, Mbappe's one of the best players I've ever seen. Because for what this guy's achieved at 23, I just think for me, I would have loved to have seen him go to Real Madrid. I got to be honest. I understand he's a Parisian boy and he wants to win the Champions League with his home club, which I understand. I just think that French league's going to hold him back. And because he's on so much wages now, I don't see how you get him out of there. I don't see Real Madrid paying him €1 million a week. So, yeah, we can have conversations, but, you know, let's also understand what R9's achieved, man. I think there's a lot... Man, I'm saying it's a permanent ban for that. But, yeah, it is what it is. Yardman said at this stage, R9 had 2 World Player of the Years. Yeah, listen, I'm just talking about in the sense, you know, he could potentially have 2 World Cup winners' medals under his belt if he wins this one. But, yeah, R9 for me is still a level above. But I love Mbappe, I can't lie. I'm definitely Mbappe ahead of Haaland. But R9 is just different, man. R9 would just destroy defenders. That's got to be handball for Senegal. Ref plays on. We'll get a VAR check if they score from here. This is a chance for Senegal. Good save by Pickford there. First half chance for Senegal. England looking shaky, man. England looking shaky. Listen, you know, you play against these African countries, man. They're going to make it physical. They're going to get in your face. They're going to press. They got pace. England, these men might be too soft for this type of game. We're back. Apologies, people. We're back. We're back. Sorry. Tried to turn the volume up. It threw me out. The game's bad. I was tempted to just lock it off, end the stream, Dave. Just a lost cause says, what did he say there? It's gone off. His career trajectory will put him above Messi and Ronaldo in 10 years. 2 World Cups and 2. But it's if it continues. That's the thing. Messi and Ronaldo, I feel like with them, it's just gone upwards for about 10, 12 years. Maybe it's trickled down a little bit over the past few years, but it's whether Mbappe can continue to keep climbing that ladder. And the problem, as I said, for Mbappe is being in that French league. If he can win the Champions League, that's an unbelievable achievement. But if they keep failing in the Champions League, I just think there's going to be a point where he needs to leave that league. There's a chance. Kane looks for Saka. Great defending at the back post. England struggling to create anything here. Carabao Cup Eddie. He's a world beater in that, although we've been knocked out of that already anyway. Jared said, if we had R9 instead of Henry, would we have won multiple leagues and Champions Leagues? It's hard to say, right? Because even though I think R9 is better than Henry, and trust me, I don't say that easily. You know, Henry's my favourite Arsenal player of all time. Best Premier League player I've ever seen. There's no guarantee that R9 could have done what Henry was doing in the Prem. This is what I'm saying. It doesn't always work like that, does it? We've seen top players go to different places and struggle. So Henry carried us a lot of the time, you know, getting the ball in his own half, runs past everyone against Tottenham, free kicks. You know, Henry was phenomenal in this country, you know, phenomenal. Best I've ever seen. As I always said, there's one moment in Henry's career that devastates me. It's that one-on-one against Barcelona. Because he scores that 99 times out of 100. And that day, he hits it straight at Valdez. We win the Champions League if he scores that. I saw in his documentary, he said, because we had a man sent off, he'd spent like 70 minutes up front by himself against Carlos Puyol, just running. He said by the time the chance came to him, he was just exhausted. He said by the time I got there, I had no energy left. He said he just hit the ball without even thinking. And that's what fatigue and tiredness can do to you, because Henry would just slot that all day long, usually, but is what it is. Yeah, and Henry is actually, I think he's won more than R9 in the sense of, like, he's won everything. He won the Champions League, he won the Euros, he won the World Cup, he's won more, but then R9's won the Ballon d'Or twice. Henry hasn't, which he should have won it. Puyol, long day at the office. Remember Shevchenko? Yeah, look at Shevchenko. Man ripped Serie A to bits. Came to England, couldn't hit a barn door. It's just different, man. The Premier League is unforgiving. Very unforgiving. It's hard work, man. Here's Harry Kane. Kane has not looked great in this tournament at all, by the way. He's doing the Lacazette job here. He's in midfield. It's a great ball, though. It's a great pass by him. Yeah, well, R9 didn't win the Euros yet. Very clever. Very clever, Abby. It's been a long week. But what a player. I'm sure he won the Copa America, though. Would R9 have done it in the Prem? See, I think he could have, but then with that knee injury, the last place you want to be is in England. And they could smash you in the tackle them times as well. Christian, thank you for the super chat. Said, can't stand games like this. I'd rather not watch and just listen to your commentary, to be honest. I appreciate that, bro. I'm sorry, this game is horrendous. England, are so boring. I watched the end of that France game and I was just like, look how exciting these men are. Dembele's twisting and turning, Mbappe twisting and turning, scoring. England is just one-dimensional, Crespo flopped in the Prem, Falcao, Forlan, Shevchenko. There's loads of players, top players who've come to the Prem and struggle. Alvin said Harry Kane equals Kevin Davis. Honestly, Kane looks so average in this tournament. No pace. Minimal chances. You just don't look great. Would you take Danny Ings? We got to get better. We got to aim for higher than that for me. We're trying to win a title. I know we're desperate, and Danny Ings ain't a bad Premier League striker. A couple of years ago at Southampton, I was thinking, not a bad player to look at, but if you're trying to challenge Man City, you can't be going and signing Danny Ings. That's not going to send shivers down Pep's spine, is it? They've signed Danny Ings. You know what I mean? And he's not a bad player, don't get me wrong. He's better than Eddie. I'm not even going to cap, but surely we got to aim higher than that. Man said Harry can't, not Harry Kane. Harry can't, people. Senegal on the ball, 8 minutes till half-time, and I'm telling you, they are growing in confidence. While this game is 0-0, they're going to think they can do something here. And here we go, little 1-2. Ball down the sides, over hits the pass. Tell you something, we are lucky that Sadio Mane is injured, because if they had him, he's the difference maker for them. Carry Kane. We're carrying Kane right now. I'm telling you, just put Rashford up top. Go for pace. Forget it. This manager, though, never take Kane off. He'll never take him off. Someone's getting sacked tonight. Listen, if he gets knocked out tonight, they'll get rid of him, I think. They won't accept this. I'm already thinking about England v France. Come on! Here we go, Bellingham in the penalty area. Could be a chance. Cross it. Here is a chance. Henderson! Jordan Henderson scores for England! Of all people! Jude Bellingham whips it in. First good move for England, and they take the lead. Jordan Henderson. Most of us were complaining about him playing. I'm pretty sure that's his first goal for England. Of all people, that is a quality midfield run, by the way. It's a position where midfielders switch off and don't pick you up. Always rated Henderson as a goal scorer. He's pointing at Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham, fantastic, by the way. Listen, let me take nothing away from Henderson. That is a very good goal. Midfield runner who arrives late. Look at this move from England. Shaw, little flick, Foden, Kane turns, lazy defending. Bellingham gets the byline. Look at Henderson. Great finish, left foot, bottom corner. That is a fantastic goal, honestly. Great. Look at Bellingham's awareness to pick him out. Lovely side foot finish into the bottom corner. Southgate ball, man. Give him some respect. Oh, I think Mendy will be disappointed with that, you know. I feel like Mendy should save that. Maybe because it goes through the legs of the defender. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm doing him a disservice. But big him up. Hendo. First goal. Have you been dissing Henderson? I think I was saying, listen, there's no excitement in Henderson and Declan Rice in the middle. Henderson saying, Jude, you better come to Liverpool next season. You better come to Liverpool. Listen, as I always say, it's tournament football. You don't always have to play great to win a tournament. That's out. And if England keep another clean sheet, they will be delighted with this. Jordan Henderson. I mean, I haven't seen on social media. I'm pretty sure that's Henderson's first goal for England. I remember he missed a penalty one time and they were like, they've let him take it to score his first goal. That's a really good move, honestly. Let me get the tweet out. Excellent move there. Excellent move for that England goal. Good finish by Hendo. Results over performances, people. Yeah, it's tournament football. I've always rated that Southgate fella. Listen, I've said for a long time, Montana, about Southgate. The style of football, not overly exciting. Here's Saka. Gets the ball. Oh! Should have scored. Harry Payne. I'm calling him Harry Payne. Come on, man. You just denied Saka an assist in the World Cup, man. What are you doing? Squares up the defender. I've said this so many times. Saka needs to go onto his right foot more often. Gets past him. Great ball. For Tottenham, Kane would score that. I'm telling you, he'd score that for Tottenham. Harry Kane puts it over the bar. It's crazy with a striker. I always said as a striker, and I know I'm bantering him a little bit here, but the reality is, as a striker, it's easy to build confidence. Hard to build it, easy to lose it, should I say. Saka with the cross just goes over Foden's head. Kane is so used to scoring. Now he's not. He's probably thinking, what's going wrong here? How come I'm not scoring? You know, and then sometimes you get desperate. You just need to relax and let the goal come. Saka's had a couple good moments there. Assassin is revealing this about Raheem Sterling. I haven't seen it on social media. I'm just trying to just look into that. Obviously, Sterling... they said had a personal matter and has missed the game. Assassin saying that his house was broken into. I mean, I can't see it anywhere on social media. So if that's true, obviously terrible news. I'm just looking. I can't see it anywhere. But listen, I'm sure it'll all come out. And this is the sad thing, man. When these burglars know you're at a tournament, here's a chance. It's Henderson again. Pull it. Oh, he should have hit that sooner, man. Oh, it's Luke Shaw, sorry. Why did he take so long to cross that? Yeah, there is a report here. A report saying that the same thing as you're saying. Yeah, appreciate Assassin. Armed thugs have broken into the London house of England football star Raheem Sterling. Carried out a major robbery. UK law enforcement sources have said a host of valuables were stolen. It's scummy behaviour, man. But they target these footballers. They know that Sterling's at a World Cup. His family are probably in that house by himself. And I've always said, and listen, I don't want to go off topic too much, but these footballers got to have 24-hour security. I'm sorry. You know, if you're earning that much money a week, 300 grand a week, I think Sterling's on. I'm having security 24/7. Man ain't doing that. Inflation is real, I'm telling you. These footballers are targeted consistently now. It's sad, man. I hope it's not true, but it wouldn't surprise me. Trust me, a lot of these footballers don't have security. Maybe they have cameras, but that ain't going to stop nothing. Look at Bellingham's going to Liverpool, man. I'm telling you, that celebration, it's too much. We've heard before anyway that if they've got the money, he's going Liverpool. Bellingham to me looks like the star in this England team. I'm sorry, he does. I've said for a long time, I think he's the best young midfielder in the world. Probably with Pedri, Tchouaméni. But Tchouaméni, I don't even think has been as great this tournament. I think this guy Bellingham is just different class. He's just a beast. Here's Declan Rice. Good run by Declan. Saka's down. Oh, he's limping. Declan Rice whips in, goes out for a corner. I'm telling you, if Saka's injured, the stream goes off. We can't have Jesus and Saka in a couple of days getting injured. Koulibaly there, could he have controlled that? I think he did try and control it. Bellingham seems to have such a good IQ. Bro, this guy was playing championship football at 16 years of age and ripping that league to bits, and that's a hard league as well. Yeah, someone's going to break the bank for him in the summer. He'll go City or Liverpool, I think. Corner to England. In swinger. Phil Foden to take it. Can they get the second goal? Back post. Good header by Koulibaly. Beats Maguire. Not many people beat Maguire in the air, I tell you that. Throw into England. Anthony said exactly. See, 24-hour security. Dogs. Electric fence guards. Cameras. Bro, I'm telling you, everything. You give me them man's money. Sterling, 300 grand a week. Multi-millionaire. Gates. Fencers. Dogs. Security guards, everything. You ain't just doing that, I'm telling you. And if you get through that, you got to be on some James Bondish, I'm telling you. I'm having all sorts of security at the yard. And on top of that, I'm probably not even keeping a lot of valuables in the house. I don't even think I'm keeping like my winners' medals and that. I'm not even keeping them in the house. This is the thing. These men keep everything in the house. I'm keeping that elsewhere. Man said snipers on the roof. Bruv, I'm telling you. You do what's necessary. My man ain't playing them games. But is what it is. You know, Aubameyang's house got targeted. It's happened a lot, man. Free kick to Senegal. Get Bellingham to the carpet. You're going to need 100 million, I reckon, to get that deal done. And he might not want to come anyway. It's not even just a London thing, though, Montana. Honestly. It's not just a London thing. Look, Aubameyang, that was in Barcelona. I think Man United players have had it before. It happens, man. Kolasinac at the gate. Yeah, you might need him. He would have sorted it out. Give my things to my mum. Yeah, I'm not keeping them medals in the house. No chance. Got to be ready when you make that money, yeah? That money, that fame, it comes with different kind of pressures. Everybody wants that money and the fame, but there is things that there is negatives that go with that as well. Relatives of Sterling were present at the house while the attack was going on. That's terrible, man. That's because he's got wife. I think he's got a missus and kids. Bellingham wins the ball back. Look at him drive, man. He's like a young Gerrard. Look at him. 2-on-1. Foden finds Harry Kane. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Kane scores! Fair play to you. Get in there, Harry! Great finish. Fair play. Fair play to him. That's a brilliant goal. Let's get one thing clear. Jude Bellingham FC, people. Let me tell you now. This kid is special. Game over. Game over. End the stream. We'll end it. No, we're not ending it. Fair play to Kane. It's a great finish. Great finish. Mendy. Man said world class. Always rated him. Harry can score goals. What a goal on the break. Is it coming home, people? Like, is football coming home? Because I'm telling you now, that's a great... Look at this. Look at Jude, man. Get off me, you. Look at... Oh... What? That is a brilliant goal. Half-time whistle goes. Wow. Is it coming home? I want to know, people. Like, is it coming home or... Yeah, great little ball from Foden. That is, honestly, as for the first 30 minutes, I've sat here going, this is a snore fest. I might fall asleep. Those two England goals are fantastic. I'm telling you, take nothing away from it. They are brilliant goals on the counter-attack. Little one-touch. Look at Jude Bellingham. I told man about this guy, Jude Bellingham. I seen this guy play for Birmingham City. A man saying this guy's 16. I was like, this guy's moving like a grown man. He was ripping the championship apart. They retired his number at Birmingham City. It ain't no joke. I think his little brother plays for Birmingham now as well. He's ridiculous. 19 years of age. It's not a joke, man. It is not a joke. I'm telling you now. He's tall. He's quick. He's skillful. He can pick a pass. He's going to cost you 100 million. England, France, next Saturday, people. Just get yourselves ready. Keep your Saturday free. England versus France is going to feel like a World Cup final almost. To me, you just got to keep Mbappe quiet. Kyle Walker is probably the only right back in the tournament that I would think would have a chance. Just because he is probably as quick as him. Still going to be difficult. Bellingham to Arsenal, I don't see it. I'd love to. I'd break the bank for him, but if I'm Pep, I'm signing him straight away. If I'm Liverpool, I'm signing him. So it'd be difficult. Get Jude to the carpet. France about to have their way. Listen, it won't be easy, man. It won't be easy. Trust me. We look at France as, oh my God, France are so good. France aren't going to be looking at this like it's some easy game, you know. It'll be hard work. It'll be hard work for him. Hakimi would have a chance. Yeah, he would have. He's good as well. I like Hakimi. Would you swap Bellingham for Partey? Yeah. Yeah. Partey's 29 and injury prone. Bellingham's 10 years younger than Thomas Partey. I'd swap him. Even though he doesn't play the same role and we probably wouldn't have the same balance. But yeah. Jude Bellingham he's heading to the top of football, let me tell you. Giroud masterclass. Giroud against Maguire will be a good battle because they got no pace between them, but they're both brilliant in the air. Don't look ahead of yourself, Curtis. Senegal could get back. They're done, mate. I'm telling you. I'm saying it now. They're done. They ain't getting back into this. They've been poor in that first half. Kevin Campbell said, many like Bellingham, but if it was 100 million and I had to pick one for Arsenal, I would pick Declan Rice. I think we have other players who can do what Bellingham does. No. Kevin! You know what? I need to get Kev on the show this week. Has Kev actually said that? Oh, no, Kev. Maybe he was hungry. It was a Sunday dinner, you know. Why is this charger not working? Give me a sec. Charger's not working. Right, we're back. Should be charging now. Right, there we go. It's in. Yeah, Kevin Campbell. Kev wants Declan Rice for 100 million over Jude Bellingham. I mean, Kev, I don't know. Maybe it was a family get-together. You know when you had them family get-togethers and there's Ray and nephew and all that? Maybe Kev had a few Ray and nephews, you know. Man said, Kev, you hungry? Man said, yeah, give me some rice. Man said, what? You want Declan Rice? Man said, no, just give me some more rice and peas with my chicken. Maybe it was misconstrued in the, in the music and the drink. But, yeah. When we get Kev on the show, I'm actually going to start the stream with that quote. Let me find it. I need to see it. Assassin, big up yourself as always. I know you always come with the real quotes, but I just need to... I need to see the tweet. Let's put Kevin Campbell, Rice. And hold on, he said there's players in the Arsenal team who can do what Bellingham does. Okay. Cheers, Kev. Thanks for that one. Yep, it's there. It is there. Many like Bellingham. If it was 100 million, I had to pick one for Arsenal, I would pick Rice. I mean, I let him off. He never actually said Declan Rice. Maybe he just wanted. Maybe he was hungry. Maybe he just wanted some rice. I am starting the next stream with that quote on. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna message him now, and I'm not even gonna mention the quote. I'm going to say, are you free this week, bro? And I'm starting the stream with that. I might even time him out. He usually takes about an hour to get back, but I don't know if he's actually working during the World Cup. But yeah, we're starting with that. Maybe he wanted rice pudding. I used to love rice pudding growing up. Bit of jam in the middle, warm it up. It was a great dessert after. Maybe he said, I want rice pudding. Man said he must have been high. Afro man settings. Marcus said, my father-in-law is a Birmingham fan. Trust me, Bellingham's bro is tipped to be even better. I mean, listen, he's got high standards to live up to there. To be as good as him. Sambi Bellingham. Oh, maybe Bellingham's, dad or granddad, he might be better than. Jude Bellingham, say no more. Listen, anyone who watches this channel on a regular basis, man, you know my opinion on Jude Bellingham. Said it for a long time. I think he's got the potential to be the best centre midfielder in the world. He's unbelievable at 19. Him, Pedri. I mean, I like Camavinga, but he's struggling at Real Madrid. He's sitting on the bench, so he ain't going to be able to prove nothing on their bench. Tchouameni's a beast, but Jude, man, he's different gravy, man, I'm telling you. 19 years of age. He plays with the maturity of like a 25-year-old. Do you know what I love about that Kane goal? And I don't often say anything about Harry Kane, but for a guy, because I understand the situation he's in there as a striker, it's like, I'm not scoring, everyone else is bagging. He just drilled that. He just took it. You look at it, he hits it pretty much down the middle. He just puts his foot through the back of the ball and just whacks it. Great finish. Yunus Musa bullied Bellingham. He did. Listen, every player can get bullied. I remember Craig Bellamy flicking the ball, around Rio Ferdinand in that Manchester derby when Michael Owen scored. It don't mean he's better than him. It happens. Everybody gets done sometimes. Wingers, midfielders. Harold is a gooner. He is. Ish. Let's not cap. Harold is a gooner. We know it. The pictures are there. He had the shirt on and the red hair. He can deny it all he likes. I can't wait till Harry Kane leaves Tottenham or retires and he just admits it in an interview. He actually tried to say that he changed from Arsenal to Tottenham, but we know he's lying. Kane does have one of the best techniques. Listen, he strikes a ball well. He's been struggling in this tournament, but that goal will be great for him. But, it is what it is. Foden was lucky with the pass, hit the Senegal player, it slowed down. Yeah, I saw that. Somebody said good pass when I saw the replay. Yeah, it hit him, didn't it? I didn't realise. Curtis, what do you think of Gabriel's defensive display against Watford? I mean, listen, it's a pre-season, not even pre-season, a mid-season friendly. I'm not going to get too caught up in it. We were winning at half-time. South London's finally said, I'm a big fan of Gravenberch at Bayern. He's not getting game time. This is the problem sometimes, right? When a young player is highly rated and he chooses the wrong club, his career will stagnate for a few years. Renato Sanchez went to Bayern Munich at 19, I think he was. Didn't get game time, career went downhill. Gravenberch's gone to Bayern, can't get a kick, but he was playing every week at Ajax. So these players have to be careful when they leave at a young age. You have to go somewhere where you're going to get first-team football. You can't afford to be sitting on the bench for a long time at that age because you're still developing. And that's why I respect Jude Bellingham, and something that English players, for me, need to leave the Premier League a little bit if they're not getting game time and go and develop in different countries. I think that's why his style looks a little bit different to any of our other midfielders. Arsenal Lukaku said, Saka is my G. He's been average since he ran. I think he's played all right today, Saka. Put a great ball in for Kane. Kane should have scored. Put a good cross in. He hasn't been as good as he is for Arsenal, let's be honest. I don't get too caught up in it, man. As long as he comes back to Arsenal and does the business, it is what it is. Maybe, listen, I'm not even going to cap just because Saka's an Arsenal player. Maybe you take Saka off for Rashford. Rashford scored 2 in the last game, got man of the match. Peter said, even Curtis got done by the bobbling ball and falls over. Thank you very much, Peter. And I love the fact you put it in capitals as well. it's a potential timeout, but do you know what it is? I'm about the banter, so I'll take it on the chin. I'll take it. I prefer to concentrate on the goal that I scored 5 minutes earlier. But if you want to focus on the trip, then yeah, we'll focus on the trip. As I said, I'm convinced there was a bobble somewhere on that 4G, and I will go back there at some stage and check it. There was a bobble on that AstroTurf. I'm convinced. Maybe I was tired. I don't know. Slippy Gerrard, Slippy Shaw, people. It is what it is. It's one of them. Doesn't matter. Lewandowski is one of the best strikers in the world, and his average for Poland, yeah, it's difficult for him, innit? When I watch Lewandowski play for Poland, I'm just like, you're having a tough time here, man. They don't even get the ball to him. But yeah, it is what it is. Lautaro versus Lukaku. I think those two have been the two worst strikers in this tournament out of strikers that are genuinely quite highly rated. A lot of the time, Arsenal, we've been like, yo, I'll take Lautaro. I've looked at him in this tournament. I'm like, yo, you have stunk out the gaff in this tournament. And Lukaku, I mean, he's had an absolute nightmare. He didn't even play the first game, but the chances he missed in that last game. Yeah, Lautaro, they were talking about 90 million. Just keep him. Relax, man. I don't want him. Don't want nothing to do with him. I feel like the Prem would just swallow Lautaro Martinez up and just spit him out, mate. Yeah, I just don't think he's that guy. Rashford's lawyer, Ward chucked both goals in. Oh, behave, Lewis. He didn't get nowhere near that free kick. Get Rashford to the carpet. I'm telling you. Get Rashford to the carpet. Slander them, but Harold just showed up. Listen, I know what I'm doing here, people. I know what I'm doing. Here we go. Here we go. This is where it all starts. A Saudi-Qatari consortium has emerged as early contenders to buy Liverpool. They are preparing a 3.2 billion offer. Listen. Said it before, I'll say it again. Yeah? If Arsenal don't go for the title in January, forget it. I'm sorry. It ain't happening. Because Pep signed a new deal. He's going to keep spending. Man City will get better and better, right? You give Jurgen Klopp Saudi Qatari money. Forget it, mate. Said for a long time. Klopp's as good as Pep, in my opinion. What he's done at Liverpool is arguably even more difficult. You give Klopp oil money. Liverpool and City with dough. Nah. Titles are write-off for years. Bear in mind, Man United are going to get taken over at some stage. So, I tell you, if we get to the 1st of February and these Cronkies haven't signed good players, you're going to see a very different attitude from me. I can't... It's unforgivable if these men don't go for it in January. It's unforgivable. It will tell me these lot have got no ambition to ever win the Premier League, in my opinion. If they go for it, I'll hold my hands up and say, fair play, you've changed your attitude. If them man get that oil money at Liverpool, it's a problem. Klopp's been feeding off scraps for a few years, you know. So, let's see. Let's see, people. Just pack your bags and go home, I'm telling you. Make sure you like the video. 1,200 of you in the chat. Big up yourself. Big up everyone on YouTube and Twitch. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't start this Klopp v Pep crab. It's showing you lacking football knowledge. How is it? Miles, explain it to me. You've come in capital letters, so you owe me an explanation. I'm talking about in the Premier League, right? I prefer Pep. I think he revolutionised football in this country. But are you telling me what Jurgen Klopp's done at Liverpool is not equally as good? Potentially an argument that maybe it's even better than what Pep's done. Pep spent $1 billion, hasn't won the Champions League. Their football styles are very different. I'm not saying that Klopp is better than Pep. I'm saying what Klopp's done in the Prem is as good as Pep, potentially even better, when you really think about it. So, Miles, you know, that's borderline the 3 minutes. In fact, you can have 3 minutes, Miles. You came in capital letters as well. It was too aggressive. 3 minutes. Consider your actions. Klopp's won every trophy in English football, plus the Champions League. But I respect the smoke. It was like a 50-cent diss track back in the day. No subliminals, just name names. Second half about to start, people. And I'm getting ready for England, France. Nah, that's disrespectful. I'm joking. Listen, if Senegal score the next goal, they're still in the game. Can Pep do what Klopp did at Liverpool with limited resources? Pep spent lots of money. Klopp doesn't. Klopp's better than Pep for me. There's definitely a debate to be had about their achievements in the Prem. Klopp has spent money, but he ain't spent what Pep spent. You know what I mean? Spent £1 billion on players. Man spent 40 million on Nathan Ake. Looked in for 2 weeks, said, nah, not good enough. Went and bought Ruben Diaz for 65 million. 4 weeks later. You know, not many managers can do that. They've got unbelievable backing there, you know, and he still hasn't won the Champions League with all that dough. So, always a debate to be had there, in my opinion. Senegal ain't doing nothing. It's coming home. Listen, man, I'm not going to get carried away. Mbappe can end this in two swings of his right foot, and this could all be over. Like, I'm trying to, like, without being disrespectful to Senegal, I'm trying to think in my head how England against France would look like. Who's going to be dominating the ball? How's the game going to be going? I don't know. I can't figure it out. I watched France earlier today, and I thought, two-man midfield, really, of Tchouaméni and Rabiot. I think you can get at that midfield. Upamecano, it's a difficult one. I mean, Dinershan saying Mbappe v Maguire, but I think you keep that away, keep him away from it. Maguire plays left centre-back, Mbappe plays left wing. They're not really near each other. You know, he'll be up against Maguire and Giroud, but obviously Mbappe moves central at times. I don't think Saka's been great this game. You know me, I don't cap. I don't think he's been great. I would consider taking him out for that French game and go with Rashi, man. Go with Rashford and Foden out wide. I think he'll pick the exact same team everywhere else. Bellingham will be a problem. Them midfield runs are difficult to deal with. Come on, Saka. Here we go. Henderson stands it up. No one's there. Koulibaly clears it. I've got a feeling England beat France. Switzerland beat Portugal, said Neil. Is it Switzerland-Portugal tomorrow? That'll be interesting. That'll be a tough game. Oh no, it's Brazil, South Korea, and Japan, Croatia. I think Brazil will beat South Korea. Hey, Bellingham tried to do the flip flap. You know, it weren't quite R9 or Ronaldinho. A bit more of a flip flop than a flip flap. But you know, I like the attempt. You know, we don't see enough silk in the game anymore, so I respect it. Wasn't quite R9 or Ronaldinho, but you know, I respect the attempt. Bring out Saliba to pocket Kane. I don't think Saliba's getting a kick the rest of the tournament. I can't lie. He got his little 20 minutes in the group stage. He ain't getting anywhere near it. So tomorrow, people, I'm not sure how the day's going to go. I'm on DR Sports tomorrow at 3 o'clock, Japan, Croatia. And then I'm on AFTV at 5:30, I think, for AFTV Live. So then it's a case of, can I get back for 7 o'clock to do the Brazil-South Korea game? So it could just be an Arsenal show tomorrow on here. It could actually be a World Cup day off. If I can get back in time, we'll try and do that. If not, Tuesday we'll be back in full effect, you know. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I'll be on DR. And then I'll be on AFTV back to back. AFTV, yeah, they're next to each other, DR and AFTV. Shot there for Senegal goes just wide. Dembele will be trying to get him behind Shaw, and between him and Maguire, he will. I watched it, but Dembele today looked a bit. He was lacking end product today. He had that clumsy game today where he's getting to the byline, not picking the right decision, but he's so quick and dangerous, man. That game's gonna be insane, honestly. France v England will be mad, the biggest game in the world. It's going to be an absolute monster game. At the moment, then, we're looking at Holland against Argentina. Brazil get the winner of Croatia and Japan. So I think Brazil will be through. And we could be getting... If Portugal beats Switzerland, Morocco beats Spain, we'll get Spain, Portugal. They're obviously rivals as well. just across the border from each other. Ish said, see, it's coming home. Listen, I'm going to be honest. If England beat France, I think they can win the World Cup. I'm not even going to hide. I think if England beat France, they can win the World Cup. Because I actually think France have been the best team in this tournament so far. When you look at the consistency, they're banging goals in for fun. Who out of the other teams have been better than them? Not. I wouldn't say anyone. Brazil don't look quite the same without Neymar. You know, they were moaning at the first game. Oh, he's too greedy. He's holding us back. I don't think they've looked quite as good. But listen, I'm not going to cap. England play France. France are the favourites. I don't think we can hide from it. France are the favourites because England don't have a player on Kylian Mbappe's level. And in games like that, that individual brilliance can make the difference. If Mbappe turns the heat up, I don't think we can handle him. Doesn't matter if it's Kyle Walker, doesn't matter who's there. He can rip you to bits. Where England don't have a player for me that's on that same level. So they'll be favourites, but England will have a chance. Yasser said, didn't you have a bet on Mbappe? Yeah, I bet on Mbappe to be Golden Boot winner. Listen, 5 goals, 2 assists. I think that one's in the bag already, to be honest. EK said, I don't know. Big C, Poland created problems for France. Yeah, listen, that's what I'm saying. France are playing on the front foot, so you will get chances against them, but the problem is they're going to create problems for you as well. So it's who puts your chances away. Lewis says, Neymar is overrated, doesn't dominate enough games. Is Bellingham again? Oh, gives it away. They're unlucky. Do you agree? Neymar is overrated. I think he's a top player. I think it's a real shame that he's injured because you want to see players like that in this World Cup. Again, I think PSG made the wrong move. Neymar at Barca was one of the best players in the world. Like, by far as well. I actually think he was going to... Like, he could have been the heir to the throne of Messi and Ronaldo. He was that good. The PSG moves finished him off. It was a terrible move. Barca Neymar was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I think he just made the wrong move. It was the wrong league for him. I can't lie, yeah, that grape Fanta in Orlando was unbelievable. That drink is insane. I swear they put so much sugar in drinks in America. Them drinks taste different. They just taste different. But he said the grape Fanta or sign Wilfred Zaha. Listen, I'll take Zaha. You know, we'll take Zaha at the carpet, man. I'm telling you. PSG move ended the Neymar debate with Messi. It was the wrong move, man. MSN... That front three was generational, and he broke it up earlier than we needed it. How long is he out for? I haven't heard anything about Neymar's injury. Gilberto Silva's tweeted about Jude Bellingham. He said, Jude Bellingham reminds me of someone. What a player. What player is he talking about? Is he saying himself? Surely not himself. He's way more attacking than Gilberto. All right, so Saka with the shot. I know we're going way off topic here, but Sam Dean's put something out in the Telegraph in relation to Gabriel Jesus. I'm just hoping there's an element of truth in here. It said, Arsenal are in contact with the Brazilian medical team. Club sources have insisted that it remains too early to make any definitive assessment on the extent of Gabriel Jesus' injury. So these reports potentially of him being out for 3 months could be premature. I mean, I hope so. I hope so, people, because if it's 3 months, it's a myth. Now, Gabriel Jesus apparently put a picture out this afternoon on Instagram with his wife and his daughter on a plane on his way back to London. He is smiling, but, you know, that doesn't mean anything. But I don't know whether that's good news or bad news. They're saying that he's flying back to potentially have an op. Maybe it's not as bad as we first think. Hopefully, he doesn't need the operation. Saka's not on it today, says McLovin. Listen, I'm not even going to cap him. I don't think he should start against France. Not playing like this. Neymar might be out of the tournament, says Jamar. Swollen ankle, don't know how long that takes. I think Jesus was knee injury, right? Neymar's is the ankle. Thought he was staying with Brazil, and obviously that's what I'm saying. The fact he's flying back to London. Here we go, Kane. Great ball out to Saka. Come on. Oh, the ball bounced a bit high. Good ball. Henderson. Cleared at the near post. People saying Neymar's back tomorrow. Is that true? Is Neymar back? I hope so. I want to see Neymar, you know. I thought he was out for ages. Yeah. Picture yesterday. Neymar in Brazil training. I love that. Oh, Brazil confirmed Neymar is available to play tomorrow against South Korea. Neymar's back, people. I'm telling you. I like that. I'm happy with that. We can't have players like this missing the World Cup. Neymar is back. He's going to turn the heat up. I'm telling you, I'm a big fan of Neymar, man. I actually think he's been PSG's best player this season. What's Fabrizio tweeted? Can't see anything. He's just talking about Raheem Sterling, right? Very sad, that Sterling story, man. How incredible is that? Mbappe's got 9 goals in 2 World Cups. Messi's got 9 goals in 5 World Cups. He's got more than Maradona, Ronaldo, Suarez, Neymar, Henry, Rivaldo, and Kempes, and the same as Messi in 2 World Cups. He's a serious player, this Mbappe, I'm telling you. He's a serious player. McLovin said, I'm scared, Big C. Oh, goal for Bukayo Saka. We've been saying drop it. Look at the run from Foden. Is he offside, though? It's a great finish by Saka, by the way. The reason I'm not shouting is because I feel like he's offside. It's a great... Look at Saka, what he's done to Mendy there. Arsenal, Chelsea. Saka with the goal. What a run by Phil Foden. Starboy comes to the party. Don't bother with Rashford. Leave him in the team. They don't even look like they're doing a VAR check. What a finish, by the way. Yeah, let's get the apologies out. Always rated him, people. I told you. Reverse psychology, people. Kane gets tackled. Look at Foden. See you later, mate. Oh, he's miles on. He nutmegs him. Does he make it? Oh, what a finish by Saka. He's made that look so... Oh, Koulibaly got megged by Foden. Saka dinks Mendy. Chelsea in the mud. Sorry, people. Oh, Foden, you're a joke. Look at Saka. Boop. Oh, no. Oh, no. Chelsea. I'm sorry, Chelsea. Boop. Oh, damn. Oh, 3-0. It's coming home. It's coming home. All right, Mbappe. And then I keep saying it's coming home. Then I have flashbacks of Mbappe running past our defence and scoring. I'm trying not to get carried away. What a finish. Let's just put Bukayo in capitals. What a finish. That is calm. Oh, Mendy just getting dinked. I feel like a proud dad when he scores, says Stewie. It's reverse psychology. I go, not quite good enough. Then they score. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing with Eddie. I've called him Eddie Murphy for 18 months. Now he's going to come back and score about 10 goals for us, you know. England fans without a beer look like rocket scientists. These young boys are silky with it, bruv. I'm telling you. Listen, France are a top team. They could beat England. But they're going to look at England and know this ain't going to be easy. England are balling. They might get the 4th here. Good block. Goes out for a throw. England 3, Senegal 0. 59 minutes gone. You got to respect what they're doing. You have to. England-France is going to be wild. Saka's got 3 goals in 3 games. I can't believe people were questioning him in the chat. What? I was questioning him? No, I don't remember that. I can't recall that, people. Anyway, let's move on. Saka shouldn't start against France. Who said that, Patrick? Who said that? Not sure who said that. England are playing good football. Need to change the green screen. Yeah, let's get Bukayo on it next game. England are doing well, man. Heavyweight fixture against France, that is for sure. Shameless settings, you know me. I don't hide from it, though, people. I own it. I own the shamelessness. Mbappe and Dembele against Maguire. But listen, Rory, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. We could always say, listen, Maguire He's going to be in a tight centre-back position. He's going to have Rice and Henderson in front protecting. They'll get narrow. It might not end up like that, you know? Shaquille said you had Sterling in the thumbnail. The guy isn't even starting. Saka saw that and took it personal. Yeah, fair play. 3 goals in 3 games. My channel said Bellingham, 10 out of 10 performance. These young boys are performing, man. Bellingham, Saka, Foden. Mr. Calf is coming on by the look of it. Jack Grealish, the calf merchant. Big C, can you time yourself out for 3 minutes? Listen, I don't mind. I'll have a 3-minute break if the shamelessness is too much, people. Senegal have been poor, by the way. Declan Rice finds Kane's nutmegging people. It's over. The world's over. Foden. Oh, I think Kane just nutmegged Koulibaly. Was that Koulibaly who got megged? When Kane's nutmegging people, you know these problems. What else has Kevin said now? On Pulisic, he said, I think he's a really good player. Don't get me wrong. He showed his qualities against England. And with Mikel's coaching, we might be able to show his class. So he wants Declan Rice for 100 million. And he wants Pulisic from Chelsea. Kev's going to have some real tough questions to start the next show. I can't lie, people. The Declan Rice one, I'm just going to start the show in silence with that. I can't wait to get him on. And we pull him up on them. They're showing the goal again. Foden, look at the tight dribbling and then the nutmeg and the finish. He's wearing them Stone Island New Balance boots as well. It's all mad. Oh. How's Saka doing? He's been incredible, mate. He's been outstanding. The Shaw Shaka Redemption. I love that one, Alvin. That's a banger. Saka is limping. He always limps, though, don't he? He does it for Arsenal all the time. You see him limping all the time, man. I think he just does it to pretend that he's hurt. Jack Grealish coming on, the calf merchant. Give Maddison a run out, man. Is this guy here just to make up the numbers? We're 3-0 up, man. Curtis Shameless. It's Saka again. You know what? I want Saka off now. I've seen enough. Don't. We've had a stressful day, man. We can't deal with anyone else getting injured. Seen enough. He's got his goal. Maddison is a cheerleader. Oh, I think that I found myself. That's how he's moving. Maddison's there. What's he there for? Vibes. He's just there for vibes, man, and team spirit. Oh, Rashford's coming on. I didn't even see that. Get Rashi on, people. Get Saka off. I've seen enough. Get him off. Standing ovation. You chill, man. You chill. Maddison ain't kicking a ball in this World Cup, said that. Probably not. We're 3-0 up. Give the man his World Cup debut, man. England have played well. Listen, you can talk about the first 30 minutes was a snore fest, but they've played well. It's knockout football, man. 3-0. Senegal, hardly any chances. They're AFCON winners as well. So, like I said, we are lucky that Sadio Mane's not there. Henderson's down holding his knee. He's in pain. What happened? He took a kick. Oi, need him in the side of the leg. Painful one there, man. They hurt. Man said Maddison's just waving the pom-poms. Man said, give me an E. E, give me an N. N, give me a G. England. Man's just there for vibes. Grealish and Rashford coming on. Come on, Rashi boy. Couple goals. Do you know what? Saka, you're only 2 goals behind. Saka's off. Hey, listen. I'm standing up for you, fella. Got my Arsenal top on. Come on, Saka. Here we go. Saka and Emma Smith Rowe. Come on, Saka, fella. What a performance. Phil Foden comes off. He's a baller, by the way, Foden, man. I'm telling you. Pep's turned him into a monster. Rashford and Grealish on. Telling you, England's strength in depth is crazy. It's crazy, the players they're bringing off the bench. Maddison is England's Dybala. Yeah, he's there for no reason whatsoever. I mean, when you look at England's bench, Grealish, Rashford, who else they got? I mean, I was going to say Mason Mount, but the way he's played so far, I don't think you say his name. Saka getting a standing ovation from the England fans. Go on, Bakayo, lad. Maddison, Trent. I mean, Trent's been bad this year, but people say he's generational going forward. England have got ballers, man. Bellingham and Saka versus France. Maddison is there for vibes. He's definitely there for vibes. Man said he's there for TikTok. Cool DJ said, can we beat France, Big C, if we get through? I mean, we're through. England can beat France. Make no mistake. England can beat France. Will they beat France is a totally different question. Who are the favourites? France are the favourites for a couple of reasons. Number one, they've won the World Cup in recent times. They're the champions. So know-how is something you can't buy. They know how to get over the finish line. Have England learnt from a semi-final and a final? Is this now the time that they get over the line? And second of all, like I said, they've got a player that's better than any player possibly in world football, in Mbappe, and that magic, you know, can they handle it? McLovin, you're right. He said it's all about matchups. If you can somehow restrict Mbappe, keep him quiet, you just don't know. The game could go anyhow. France could beat England 3-0. You know, they could beat England 3-0 and we're like, what are we talking about? They're better. But England could go there and outperform them. I would say England's midfield is better than the French one, in my opinion. Although, no, in fact, no. Let me think. What have they got? Rabiot, Tchouameni, Griezmann. Oh, I don't know, actually. Rice, Henderson, Bellingham. I love Bellingham. Henderson and Rice. Nah, listen, it's got a lot of defensive balance. Keeper, both are... Yeah, I got carried away. You know what it was? I started with Bellingham in my head, and then I was like, hold on, Griezmann's been balling in this World Cup. So I backed out a little bit. But listen, what I'm trying to say is England have got some good players who are going to cause problems. Foden's a problem. Foden is a problem. Bellingham's a problem. Do you know what I mean? Kane with a goal now, he might be a different player. Saka, when he's at it. England have got good players, but Declan, Jollof, Rice. Is England's attack better? I don't know, you know. I'm not sure. Mbappe and Dembele is wild. It's wild. And Giroud kind of is the glue that brings it all together. That game's going to be insane anyway. I can't wait. It's like a World Cup final, that game. Griezmann's having a fantastic tournament in this 10 role. He's clever. Imagine Trent against Mbappe. Yeah, you don't want that. Not with the way he's been defending this season. You got to play Kyle Walker just for the pace. Free kick there to Senegal. No way France are better, said Despise Simps. Henderson, though, and Rice. Listen, them man are just there to protect the back four. To us, we look at them man like Henderson and Rice, but they will do. They will protect that back four well. That's what they're there to do. K. Hay said, big up Big C from Grenada. Big up yourself, bro. Best content creator in the universe. I agree. Whatever the opposite of a timeout is, and then you deserve that. Gold star, people. Big up yourself. Luke Shaw versus Dembele. Yeah, listen, Dembele's very inconsistent. I've always liked Dembele, but on his day, he's unplayable. Off his day, he's clumsy. You know, so you got to hope you get the clumsy Dembele. Grealish kind of meaty. Listen, I think Jack Grealish been a flop at Man City. I don't know how he probably gets away with it because Man City won the league. So it's not spoken about. But 100 million, Jack Grealish, 1 goal this season. No assists. I think Grealish has been a flop. Let's be honest, he was a downgrade on Sterling. Sterling was doing far more at City than what Grealish has done. Curtis Dembele is basically a world beater. Yeah, but even today I watched him against Poland, man. End product's lacking at times. At times, his decision-making. When he's good, he's outrageous. He's two-footed. He's quick. He can dribble. When he's not that good, he's frustrating, man. I've seen it. But it depends what mood he's in. He's 100 mil because he's a fashion model. He'll sell shirts. You know, he'll sell shirts. Henderson, he loses the ball there. 21 minutes to go. Saya said, big up, Big C, your show is keeping me going at work. Wish you was on 24/7. Hey, if only, bro. If only. Good luck on your shift, man. Got to grind, people. Inflation. If we play too defensive, Mbappe will be the difference. The worst thing he can do for me is play 3 at the back, 5 at the back, and go defensive. Keep the 4 at the back and be positive and try and hurt them. Don't go there and be scared and play overly defensive. I don't want to see that. Play on the front foot. Can I be the first person you time out on Twitch? I think I have to... It's not even giving me the option of logging you out. I think I have to go on Twitch and open it and do it like that. We'll do it. We'll do it, Charlie. We'll look for it. Samuel, thank you for the super chat. Is it true that you said you want Lukaku on the carpet following the Jesus injury? No, no, no. I did not, Samuel. No, no, no. I did not say that, Samuel. I think what I said was when Lukaku was at Everton, there was a point that I said I would take Lukaku at Arsenal. At Everton. And I think most people know at Everton he was a baller. But I would not take Lukaku. He's a myth. He's an absolute myth. People are asking to be timed out now. It's mad. Southgate sticking with 4-3-3 as being the key. We mustn't switch to a back line. If he does that, then I think we'll get beat. He'll sit back and soak up the pressure. Go at them, man. Jack said, but who can the French bring off the bench? Can they bring off Grealish, Rashford? You're right, we've got the strength. England have got a better bench than France. Like, France have got, you know, Pogba, Kante, Kimpembe, Nkunku, Benzema. All of them guys are injured. You know, that they've missed a lot of their players. So their depth is not there. They're bringing off Marcus Thuram and, you know, Fofana and them, man. They're not bad, but, you know, we're bringing on Rashford and Grealish and man like that. So we got ballers there, man. They're saying Jesus is out for 3 months. I mean, there's now reports that there's no actual time on how long he's out for. So let's hope. Let's hope that he's not out for as long, man. Because we need him. England, Brazil, and Portugal have the most depth in international football. Portugal have got a very, very good squad. Rashford takes a whack on the head there. No, I don't really play the PS5, man. I've really just gone off it, FIFA and all that. Big C, if you ever became a manager, what would you wear during games? Tracksuit or suit? I think I'd go for the tracksuit. A nice tracksuit, though. It's got to be a nice one. I'll wear some bad boy trainers as well, like some Dior's or something. Probably get the suit on for the cup finals, you know. But you need to be comfortable as a manager, man. Just wear a nice tracksuit. You know what I mean? Some good trainers. I'll be on that vibe, I think. You know, I want to run up and down the touchline when we score and that. Prada tracksuit, you know what I mean? Wavy tracksuit, some Dior runners on or something. I'll be on a vibe. I'll wear diamond earrings and that. You got to be a vibesy manager, you know. Shot for Senegal goes wide. They've been poor. Man said McKenzie. No, I mean, I wear a McKenzie tracksuit, boss. Curtis with a suit. Would you take Tammy Abraham? Listen, I said before, beggars can't be choosers, but I'd have a lot of people above him in the list. I'd have a lot. I've never been a fan of Tammy. I've never been a fan. He's having an average season this year, so was he a one-hit wonder in Italy? Let me see what Tammy's doing this year. I'm sure I saw his stats the other day. They didn't look great. 3 goals in 15 games. Last year he got 17 in 37. I don't want him. I don't want nothing to do with him. Tammy Abraham. Red bottoms with a C unit chain. Why not, man? Why not? Oh, we knew it was going to happen. We knew it was going to happen. Mason Mount is coming on. We just knew he wasn't going to stay on the bench. Mason Mount, the number 10 that we've seen play a few times in this World Cup, do nothing. Played all right in the first game. James Maddison, who hasn't made his World Cup debut yet, you just sit there and don't play. He must be injured. There has to be an injury. What's the problem? I see Man City wearing Off-White clothes. They got a little sponsorship deal with Off-White. That is a wavy partnership, by the way. They got some nice clothes with them. Depay over Tammy Abraham all day long. Definitely take Memphis over Tammy. Madison's got to be injured, man. There's no other explanation. Why are you bringing on Mason Mount over James Maddison? We all want to see Maddison play. Can England get a fourth? Here's Harry Kane. You're going to get clamped. Here we go. We knew that was happening. Is he milking it? I think he's milking it. Koulibaly clamped him. Called it. Oh, come on, man. There's nothing. There's not much in that. Gives him a little tap on the back. Kane's milking that. You can just tell. I bet by the time Kane's on the screen, he's standing up. Let's see. Koulibaly looking like a menace. Man's looking at him with... I told you, straight up. Nothing wrong with him. Nothing at all wrong with him. Here we go. Mason Mount. He just couldn't wait, could he, to get Mason Mount on the pitch. Could not wait. Who's coming off? Jude. Absolute different class you are, fella. John Stones coming off for Eric Dyer. Not the most exciting of substitutions, but Mason Mount and Eric Dyer come on for Stones and Bellingham. Great performance. Why, Jude, John Stones played well. Listen, another clean sheet for England. They're defending well. McLovin said, money Mace. Listen, penny pound I've been calling him for the way he's been playing. Pace and pound. Trent, yeah, Trent's there for vibes as well, to be fair. Here we go. Assassin said, Curtis Shaw, I'm wanting Mourinho 2019. People may disagree, but I would appoint Mourinho straight away. I remember going to Stamford Bridge and losing 6-0 when Mourinho wants to attack. He attacks. Like, Assassin, you have actually pulled receipts out the bag there, innit? Like, you've gone on your internet banking and scrolled through. You really are Assassin's Creed settings. You got me word for word there, 2019. But listen, I stand by it. At the time, yeah, caught in 4K. You got me there. Emery was stinking out the joint, man. You know, he played Jenkinson against Palace, Costa's top four. I was desperate. Mourinho made sense to me at that point. I'm sorry, he did. I won't hide from it. Jose, I would have took him for 2 years. You got me bar for bar. It's like Jay-Z when he started using Biggie's lyrics. Like, he was like, yo, are they even his lyrics? You got me bar for bar there. Yeah, I would have took him at the time. I can't lie. I said get Jose to the carpet. But anyway, you know, respect. What do you say? What do you say? 3 times. 3 leagues. 3 league titles. Respect. I remember them talking cheeks with Laurie. You both wanted Jose. I'm telling you, I was there for it at the time. I would have took him. 3-minute time out. All right, see. All right, I'm back. Nah, 3 minutes felt too long. But yeah, listen, if I have to go, I'll go. 3 minutes, I'll go and sit on the sofa. Naughty step settings. Assassin, no, man pulled out receipts I didn't even know existed anymore. But I'm standing by it, man. Football heritage. Jose's got mad personality, man. Can you imagine press conference reaction to Jose Mourinho? I'd be on 500k by now. Jeez. Mourinho's press conferences are goated, to be fair. It wouldn't have been waffle settings, to be fair. But yeah, it is what it is. Assassin, thanks a lot for that, mate. I thought you was like the Chris Kamara of the show, you know, giving me the updates. And you just sniped me from the roof. So cheers, bruv. Man went into the hyperbolic time chamber for them 3 minutes. I wanted your reaction to Wenger's press conference. Boy, I think I'd have been angry at some of them press conferences. You know, especially on deadline day when he's saying we're basically not going to sign anyone and all of that. Big up Assassins, though. Big him up. Curtis, your thoughts on Raheem Sterling's house being broken into? Sad thing about society nowadays, people. First of all, money's getting tighter for people. Rashford whips it in. Oh! Kane nearly got it. Just in front of him. It goes all the way across the area. Sad thing is, money's getting tighter. And footballers are targeted. It's horrible. It's horrible. It really is. People, I've just seen a comment that I'm thinking might require 3 minutes. I've just seen it in the comments. Let's talk about Roscoe. Roscoe, come on down, Roscoe. We need to talk. Where's his comment gone? He might have deleted it. Roscoe, where you at? He said, Rice or Bellingham for Arsenal? I go for Rice. is that 3 minutes, people. You know, we know what Kevin Campbell said at the start. Like, Roscoe, I just want to ask, have you been watching this game? That's all I want to know. I mean, are we talking about jollof rice, rice and peas, basmati rice, Uncle Ben's rice? Like, Roscoe, 3 minutes? You want Rice over Bellingham? If you're talking about Declan Rice, I think you need 3 minutes to consider your actions. We'll see you in 3 minutes. I'll just have a break. Maybe watch the highlights of the first half, and we'll have a chat. There's also more controversy. Alvin said happy birthday to Jay-Z, the GOAT. I mean, listen, a lot of people do say Jay-Z is their GOAT, so I can't give you a timeout for that. He's not my GOAT. He's not my GOAT. Man said no comment, sit there and eat some rice. Man said go and eat some rice while you're on the ban. We'll see you in 3 minutes, Roscoe. Alvin said Jay-Z is his GOAT. Do you agree, people? Do you agree? Who's your hip-hop GOAT? We talk about football GOAT every day. Who's your hip-hop GOAT? Jordan Henderson comes off. Fair play, Hendo. You know, we were criticising him at the start. Scored and played well. Fair play. Who's your GOAT, people, of hip-hop? Calvin Phillips comes on, by the way. Drake's the GOAT these days. I mean, I ain't talking about these days, bro. I'm talking about overall. But listen, I hear you. Biggie is the GOAT. Eminem, Jay-Z, Nas. Who's your GOAT, people? Who's your hip-hop GOAT? Big L, said E. Ross. Pac. Someone said Lil Nas X. Jeez. Surely you haven't listened to much hip-hop if you're saying him. But, yeah, he's new school, innit? Nas again, Rakim, Pac again. Jay-Z just has more money, not even in top 5. He's going wild. Alvin says Jay. Technician said Jay-Z, Nas, and 50. He likes his New York hip-hop. Immortal Technique, Slim Shady, MJK. Hey, Sashin, you need to be careful. Kanye, Kendrick. This game's winding down. Cameron, you like that? Harlem, Killer, Dipset, Big Pun, Big Shaq. Man's not hot, yeah? Q-Tip. Man said, breathe and stop, for real, and give it what you got. And says, the breathe and stop, for real. They don't know about them old school tunes, man. Them tunes there, you know. I don't know about GOAT status, though. Mark saying Pac again. Big up. Pac's my GOAT, to be fair. I have to admit, Pac's my GOAT. But the 50 wave, early 2000s, is potentially my favourite. I can't lie. That early 2000s, Power of the Dollar, 50 Cent is the Future, Get Rich, the movie, the Trainers. You know, that early 50 vibe was my favourite. But I think Pac's my GOAT, to be honest. That's where I'm at with hip-hop. I think my current favourite is Nas. Nas is like... just levels, man. Intelligence, you know. Hey, big up my bro. Man said, Jar Digger, that's my brother, man. Knott's legend, of course. Big up Escobar, man. Juice WRLD, Migos, The Game. Mine is Curtis. Hey, big up. Or you on about Curtis Jackson? Are you tricking me? Frank Sinatra, man, said, I had it my way. Them tunes are bangers, I can't lie. Header there by Senegal goes over the bar. Cool G rap, old school. Snoop, down. There's so much trouble in the LBC. It's kind of hard being Snoop D or Double G, but somehow, some way. Somebody said Jadakiss there. Hey, listen, that's one of my favorites. Jada. If you know, you know, people. D Black. Jada's one of the best. Max B, why you do that? I said, I'm sorry, baby. The Wave King, man. They denied us there. Oh, Beg for Mercy, what an album, man. Everything we go through. Oh, the gangsters around on my whole crew. And I'll be popping them things. This is just turned into a hip-hop one now, and it's all gone mad. Kiss or Styles? Why? Styles the hardest, Jada the most lyrical. I'm a Jada fan, I can't lie. Definitely not one bad verse. And look what he did in the verses. It's turned into a hip-hop along, I can't lie. Dun, 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 dun. I smell. Is that you? Hey, yo! I wish I could just play music on YouTube now. Just pull off the copyright, man. Let me do it. We'll do it on Twitch. We have to do it on Twitch. DMX legend, man. God rest his soul. Legend. Ghostface, Young Thug, Redman. Interesting mixture there. Jada, checkmate. Yeah, he cut 50, man. That was one of the most devastating diss tunes 50 ever received. Probably that and the Curtis one from Cameron. Curtis! Rewind it, DJ. Curtis! That was savage as well. I know we are still talking football here. Leao or Mudryk? I go for Mudryk. I just haven't seen enough of Mudryk to be able to say him. So I got to go Leao, just because I've seen him more. I got to admit, Leao's looked a bit clumsy in this World Cup, though. Oh, Kane thought he was doing a madness there. Loses the ball. Method Man. I was a big fan of Meth back in the day. Wu-Tang settings. G-Unit ended murdering, didn't they? They finished their career. Ja Rule was a big rapper, you know. Where would I be without you? All of that. 50 just ended him. Why are you ignoring Lil Weezy? Weezy F baby, man. Hey, come on. Got respect for Weezy, man. Quarter 2, quarter 3. I was he was beasting, man. Shorty wanted the bottles in the club. It was going mad. Shaquille, yo, you think I don't know about them tunes? Busted. 2 them clock in the morning, where you been? Oh, yo, them tunes, big tunes, how you mean? Dr. Dre, man. Dun 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 down 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 down. Yo, the man, the Chronic 2001. Dre just retired after that. Man didn't want to make no music after that. You got me doing Pickford claims. 50's diss track ruined Jeffrey Atkins. He ruined him, man. He ruined him. KV, thank you for the super chat, man. Said Big C really just done the Jada ad-lib. Come on. Where else can you go on YouTube for a football watch-along? A man's doing Jada. You know what I mean? You can't get that nowhere. You ain't getting that nowhere on YouTube. It's wild. Anyway, let's talk football, because I'm totally off track here. I don't even know about the game anymore. Should we go for Depay or Vlahovic? Even though Juventus in financial trouble, I don't think they would sell Vlahovic. He's been one of their best players, so I think Depay is gettable, 5 million. So I'll go for him. You know. Don Robbie, hey, Robbie was a bit of a reggae legend back in the day, man. I have to give him his props. I see he was in the club with Lil Baby last night in Qatar. Man's living a movie over there. It was mad. 50 didn't do much in response to Jada. Didn't try bullying him like Rule. He knew, man. D-Block, Yonkers, it's different. Curtis, can we beat France? We can. But will we is a different question. And listen, I think I think that Southgate's doing a pretty good job with England. I got to be honest. I don't often defend managers like this, but I think he's brought a team spirit there that they haven't had for a long time. And listen, I do criticise what he did in the Euros final, because he should have won it. Yeah, you don't go 1-0 up and defend like that against an aging Italian team. But he's getting far in competitions, you know. When, look how many times England have got out the groups and then been knocked out. You know, he's doing all right. He needs to beat France. If he does that, it's serious. Fabulous. Fabulous. Dun, 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 dun. The man said it sounded more like a duck than Jada. That's harsh, Joshua, man. It's late on a Sunday night. But, yeah, man, I respect that. I respect it, Josh. It was shot by Senegal, and that's like a Thomas Partey old school shot, man. Twister, Twister, man, jeez. Marvin, some Luther Vandross, and then he's I can't even remember his lyrics. He was so quick, I can't remember much what he said, to be fair. Mobb Deep, Quiet Storm Settings, saw them in concert, man, unbelievable. Joel Santana, second to 50 in New York. Woo. Joel's was good, I can't lie. He was good. I preferred Thingy, though, Cam, but he was good. Hey, there are vibes in the stadium, though. Big up the Senegal fans. Vibes. What's your thoughts on Cessa with the Cronkays? Big him up, man. Big picture. Big picture. Nketiah against non-Premier League teams is the most clinical striker I've ever seen. He's amazing off camera. Arsenal play a game and no one can watch it. He'll score. Who is the best bold player in history? I mean, are we talking shaved head, low head, or are we talking like bald, or are we talking a patch bald? Like, does Zidane count as bald, or that was just a bald patch? R9, it was a low, probably number one all over. I don't know. I don't know if we're talking bald patch or are you talking pure bald head. You got to be saying Zidane for the magic. I used to say there was magic in that bald patch on Zizou's head. Chance of the back post. Oh, it's the side net in there, Rashford. Yep, Stam. Zizou or R9. If we're talking R9, Roberto Carlos as well, that looked pretty bold. Henry, yeah, his was pretty much bold as well. R9, Henry, and Zidane for the bold patch. That's where I'm going with it. It's a good question. George Weah and Roberto Carlos, they're good ones. Yap Stam, Bob Boldin, John Joe Shelby, and Aaron Moy. Yeah, Henry, R9, Zizou. They're the top three. Roberto Carlos, fourth. Buster Rhymes as well, banging. Papoose. Street sweeper. Man just disappeared out of football. Absolutely love your show, your ability to know when to digress, taking the attention of, yeah, man, listen, sometimes the game is a stinker. So we have to mix it up sometimes. I remember some Arsenal games, we were talking about biscuits for 20 minutes. It's necessary, people. You got to do what you got to do, you know. We make it work. Cambiasso was a bit of a legend back in the day. Anelka as well. Free kick to Senegal. Foul there by Declan Rice, and that hurts, man. Declan Rice kicked the bottom of his foot, and they hurt, man. When you kick the bottom of someone's foot, painful. What do you think of Snow Informer? I'm confused there. I'm lost. It's late. I forgot. I'm confused. Inform me, people. What else can we talk about? Where else can we talk about biscuits for 20 minutes? Exactly. Them early 2K Papoose mixtapes were serious, man. Alphabetical slaughter and all that. Mikel Arteta's here, Joe. Free kick. Free kick to Senegal. 2 minutes to go. We're in the 92nd minute. This game's actually absolutely flown by. Been talking about hip-hop for about 25 minutes. Free kick to Senegal. Shoots, blocked by the wall. Goes out for a throw. England they've strolled to this victory. They have strolled to victory here. Cannavaro. Was he bold, Cannavaro? Yeah, a bit, I suppose. Courtesy, imagine being headbutted by Yap Stam. He was a beast, man. The Papoose and DJ K Slay mixtape series was mad out on there. Yeah, DJ Clay Slay, the drama king. Madness. So what day do England play France? Saturday, I believe. That is going to be a monster game. So when you say, what are you talking about? The musician snub? I thought you were saying something else. Okay, fair enough. Is what it is, innit? Madness. Remember the SAS Euro gang? Oh, yeah, they was rapping with American accents. Yeah, I remember Snowman. Canadian, innit? Artist, I remember. Full time about to go, people. 20 seconds to go. Corner. Lloyd Banks, yeah, he was decent. Lyrical. Big pun is my goat. Would you take Patrick Bamford? No chance. Do you listen to any UK artists back in the day? Back in the day, probably more grime back in the day, wasn't it? You know, Wiley, Rascal, all that, you know. Hip-hop now, maybe Nines and them, man, there. Not too much, though. Seeing Senegal hold free as an African hurts. Yeah, listen, man. Full-time whistle goes, people. Full-time whistle goes. England 3, Senegal 0. Job done. And England move on to what will be an epic World Cup quarter-final against France. That game is going to be absolutely huge, by the way. Looking forward to that this weekend. Mbappe against England. And listen, England done the job. 3 goals. Henderson, Saka, and Harry Kane with the goals. Job done. England were comfortable in the end, and fair play to them for getting the win. People, I'm out of here. Thank you very much for tuning in. 1,000 of you in the chat. Come, get on quick. Cruz wants to get on quick. Come. In the dressing gown before bed. Look, show him the badge, man. You know what I mean? Even, let me get that. He's got...
Come on.
You got to represent all the time, you know what I mean? We're always representing, man. The badge is there. What do you make of that victory? 3-0.
3-0. Didn't expect that.
Good win?
Yeah. I just didn't think we was going to win 3-0.
What do you think about England-France on Saturday?
It's going to be a mad game. It's going to be sick.
How do you think it's going to go? Can they stop Mbappe? You don't think so? I think it's too much.
It's too quick.
You think France win?
I think it could go extra time. I think France will win though.
Think France will win?
Yeah.
Well, big up yourself. Well done. 2 goals today for you.
Yes, sir.
Keep banging them in. You see Mbappe's celebration?
Yeah.
1, 2. Big up. Might need you up front to replace Gabriel Jesus.
Better than Kane as well.
Yeah, exactly. Right, people, big up for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Hit the like button on the way out and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll be back tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bless.